Hello Gemini, and welcome to your Astroflower reading for the month of February. We're going to be using the Astroflower in their 4 petal sequences for the 4 weeks in this month. We're also going to be looking at your spiritual and material paths and how they sort of connect together over this coming month, and also seeing how your guides in the universe are trying to influence you and how they accumulate it, and what the overall energy is that's going through you at this present time in this month, and to understand your karmic path. If you don't know much about the Astroflower, please go into the description where there's lots of links to books and to introductory videos that will give you a heads up on what this petal system is all about and how the elements and the qualities are there to help us understand of how to apply our strengths and to strengthen our weaknesses. Okay, you'll also find down in the description a link to the Cymatic TV channel, which is our sister channel where I do energy updates and we go dowsing ley lines and energy lines, so you can so we can sort of connect what's happening with the sun and the other planets and how it's connecting to the earth, getting a message from the earth, and looking at the chakra sequence and our auras and our energies and how it all sort of connects together. So go down in the description below. There's loads of links, as I say, for you to explore. After clicking this subscribe button and clicking the bell for notifications, you'll be able to get readings over in this channel once a week. Twice a week, and there is more different readings coming up with Tanya in the future, where we'll be doing she will be doing some other types of readings with the Astroflower. So it's all happening on the channel. It's a new concept. Subscribe, click that notification bell, and then you'll understand what's going on in the Astroflower and how it can help you over this coming years ahead. Just looking at your flower here and the cards that are coming out, the Knight of Cups appears to be coming out for most people. I don't think there's a reading that hasn't come out as yet. Oh, look at this. This is nice. This is nice, Gemini. There's a real turnaround. There's a real turnaround some point in the middle of the month, and it's going to give you a great realization, a really good realization. That has come out as well a lot over the last, I think you're the 5th sign I've done, so this has come out in 3, if not 4 of the other signs, and certainly within this area here. So yeah, seems to be a general vibe going on. Just get over to Cymatic TV, and we're going to be doing some videos on the new paradigm and energy, and it connects into that of how this whole energy shift that's going on at the moment. So this is your spiritual side. Let's just sort of see what's happening over those sort of 4 weeks. It seems to be happening a lot on the emotional front, and there's a lot of ideas coming in, and you might, in this month here, start getting finally, a lot of ideas that's going to fill you with great possibilities of tomorrow, and sort of, realizing that what you thought in the past was impossible is now actually possible. It might be that realization that's coming in this month at the beginning of the month and help you to follow your ideas through. Yeah. After that, on the material side in the first week, you got the King of Cups and the Pentacle. So it's the universe is sort of saying, starting on this journey of the Knight of Cups. I called it a King of Cups, didn't I? It should have been the Knight of Cups. Sorry, the Knight of Cups, starting on this journey of love or emotional fulfillment, because he hasn't just got flowers. He's also got a letter. He's got a cup. He's got a bit of a picnic going on. The horse is sort of like just having a laugh behind him, isn't it, really? And he's got everything available, and that's what love's all about. It's very universal. It's but it plays out in the rest of your pathway up here. So that sort of seems to be the first week. It's sort of starting a journey, concentrating on what you actually physically do, realizing that you can't do everything. And it's better probably to do less, but to do fully, rather than trying to do too much and only doing a half cup sort of effort, as it were, in life. Yeah. So as we move into the week afterwards, these new ideas may give you realizations that what you've been through over the last year, and we've all been through a very difficult and tremendous time really over the last year, might need a bit of healing, might need a bit of you time. So have all these ideas, but maybe give yourself space in the second week to sort of decant those ideas within inside you. And that'll make you feel a bit better and easier about yourself and happier to go on. Because that's after that, and the third week is definite happiness coming in, because you would have built that space and repaired a little bit of your own emotional sort of soul or spirit, you know. And on the physical front, look at this. From this, if you do concentrate on the things that are really serving to that you enjoy in the physical world, and this can be anything from activities to business to job to building a house, but I think it's more to do with activities actually, because we've got the Two of Cups that comes in later on. And, you know, and it's the start of that journey and being passionate about, you know, actually physically doing things, just doing it, just tasting it. Because if you do put it out there, you look like you're going to find what you need before the end of the month. And look at that, the Two of Cups tying in with the sun on the other side. This could well be, you know, you could walk around that corner and you could just bump into someone and you look at them and you go, yeah, they're for me. It's just the way it goes. I can just see it. You know, love at first sight, does it exist? Yeah, I think it does, probably. Yeah, probably. It does definitely exist. You know, it's more sort of knowing than anything else. And we can fool ourselves in knowing a lot, you know, and I think that maybe that's what that's also about. And the starting of that journey there. And what it's going to make you realize, and this is actually a really good card. Normally it's a pretty bad card, but actually it's the 10 of Wands. So you're at the end of a journey. That man's been, or that person there has been carrying loads of stuff for a long time, gone over loads of hills and stuff like that. Finally, he's getting to the end of his journey where he can unladen his burdens. And it's sort of saying at the end of the month, it might be a moment, a bit of a stark realization, sort of saying, do you know what? I don't need to carry all of that crap. I can let go of all of that now, and actually I can get on. And I think the overall thing, and that Ace of Cups within you is sort of saying, yeah, you can. And you will enjoy, and it will be a real pleasure to live life. You know, there's probably things to get sorted out, yeah. But then isn't there always in life? You know, if you never had to sort anything out, wouldn't it be really boring? You know, what would you do? I know what I'd do. There's loads of stuff I'd like to do. But then, you know, that's a bit of a 7 Cups world, which is down there. Dreams, they can come true. So maybe that's the whole sort of thing, connecting to your dreams and stuff like that, and allow them to actually dance through you, to heal you, you know. Connecting these two here, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So you might have a fortunate moment, which I'm going to ask you to sort of stop. And it may be, you know, initially you might think of it as being a bit of a harsh moment, but actually you're going to turn around and kind of go, yeah, no, it's good. It's good to go. And that's where it comes in there. And that 4 of Swords and 5 of Pentacles, it's almost feel like you're being shut out, you know, of a club or a situation. It's not really emotional because it's more physical. So I think it's where, you know, you've been emotionally attached to something And at that moment there, you may have in the middle of the month, the moment where you just feel like you've just been taken out of a situation. And that's going to be quite good because that will allow that space and that healing for you. And once you get that space and that healing, you can go straight on too. And this is where your guides are sort of going, come on, move on, don't worry about it. It's like when you cross a river, you know, with a wooded slatted bridge, you know, which is on ropes. It can feel quite daunting, certainly for people with sort of vertigo and stuff like that. But, you know, your guides are on the other side. So I was like, come on, it's all right. Don't worry, I've come across it. And I'd believe them, you know, I'd listen to your guides. Let your subconscious really, you know, just pull you on. Let's just see what's happening on the material world. Look at that, reflecting again. I'm getting so much of this reflecting in clarification cards. That's quite mad. So, you know, believe in your future. Pigs can fly. You know, miracles can happen. And it seems like in your physical world, this seems to be the case. You know, I was going to say the star. That's funny enough. I was going to say the star. Because I was going to say wish big. And I think you can wish big. I think you can, you know, if you concentrate on the things that are actually bringing you pleasure in the physical world, you could get everything that the universe has to offer. It could be really, really nice, you know. So let's just let's go into clarifying the second to third week. What happening here? So there is a journey. It's the start of a journey. It's the slowest of the nights, and it's bringing you onto future happiness. So this is long-term happiness. This is what seems to realize, this realization within you during this month. It will just strip away a lot of your burdens by the end of the month. You know, really will strip away a lot of your burdens by the end of the month. And the Hangman, seeing things in a different way. You know, doing things differently, doing different physical things. Taste it. You know, you might like it, you might not. But if you do that, I think you're going to find love. I really do. And it might be a case of loving your higher being or your higher state, your inner being, which is really there because you've got the Ace of Wands, Ace of Hearts there. But I do think it's a case of, you know, love with other people or a person. You know, it could be interesting to see what happens in the end, you know, towards the ends of February. Look at that. It's reflecting it again. As I was saying, there's so many cards that do that in the thing. It's sort of really sort of saying, you know, if you start on that path, that will be the realization at the end. It will be the ideas of letting go of that burdens that you carry on your shoulders, you know, and being just about it. You know, I've got to stop saying you know as well, because I say that a lot. Because obviously you do know, because you know. And being just with, I think this is just with yourself more than anything else. If you're just with yourself, you know, you will relieve yourself of all those burdens, a lot of your burdens. I think this month is going to be a massive light bulb moment, you know, because you've got those two reflected there. I think it's going to be a stark realization for you. You know, it's good. Let's see how the bottom and the tops connect. So you've done the work in the past. The work has already been done, and you know it's time to actually harvest that work that you've done in order to feed your love. You know, and Knight of Wands, starting off, continuing that journey there, starting off on a real journey after the realization that you don't have to carry the world upon your shoulders. Never easy with Gemini, let's be honest. Pretty complicated quite a lot of the times. which makes it very interesting. And Gemini, you know, you don't walk always the easiest of paths. You like to look in all the nooks and crannies, in all different directions, and see different ways of getting around the same hill and stuff like that. And but you often want to have fun on that journey, and that's what really I think is going to be the stark realization that life should be fun. I think you're going to have a very good realization this month here. It will be the best thing for you. Okay, Gemini. So I hope you enjoyed that reading. I did. Please do click the bell for future notifications. Don't forget to subscribe on the way through, because you'll have to do that in order to click the bell. And I might see you on the Cymatic TV for the energy update. If not, I'll see you next week for future readings. Don't forget, Gemini, it's supposed to be fun. So please do enjoy.